I'm Jamie with Guitarist magazine. Now, if you think of premium quality acoustic guitars, most people's thoughts will turn to the big name brands of America who've been making dreadnoughts and things for decades upon decades. You might not think initially of guitars from the Czech Republic, but if you don't, you might be missing out, because Furch, which is a manufacturer based in the Czech Republic, is turning out some extraordinary acoustic guitars which blend traditional luthiery with some quite high-tech features that really enhance the playing experience. And we've got 3 of them here for you today. So the interesting thing about Furch guitars is that they introduce some quite sophisticated features, even on their entry-level guitars, and all of those innovative features are continued throughout the range. So one of the things Furch have developed is their CNR neck system, and that incorporates a truss rod that's encased in carbon composite. And one of the things that does is it makes the neck very stable, so it's resistant to warping and twisting. And it also means that when you dial in your favourite setup, it's liable to stay stable across a range of conditions and over time that bit more. Another really cool thing that Furch do on all their guitars is voicing. So they take each individual soundboard that's applied to one of their guitars, they analyse its acoustic properties, and then they use a kind of sophisticated process of adjusting the thickness very finely to bring out the best qualities in that top, the desirable qualities that every acoustic guitar player wants to hear. So that voicing is a thing that you normally associate with really, really high-end boutique guitars. It's present on all the guitars across Furch's range, and on the Red series guitars, which are the really high-end instruments produced by Furch, it's done on the back as well as the soundboard. Anyway, let's look at the 3 guitars we've got here individually and look at some of their interesting features. Okay, so the first thing I should say is that Furch organised their guitars by colours, and the entry-level guitars that they make are the Violet series, and we've got here today a Grand Auditorium style Violet Master's Choice GCSM acoustic guitar, and that's the entry level. As I say, it's still a very premium quality guitar that features a Sitka spruce top, African mahogany back and sides, African mahogany neck, ebony fretboard, and an open pore finish. Okay, so moving up the range a little bit, we've got the Yellow Deluxe GCSR Grand Auditorium style acoustic I've got in my hands here. As we've gone up a little bit from the Violet series guitar we looked at, you'll notice that it's got this beautiful full pore high gloss finish here, which Furch have specially developed to improve the acoustic qualities of the guitar. Got an ebony fretboard, headstock facing and bridge. A nice bevel here, which is for comfort as your arm comes over the top of the guitar. And this particular one on the Yellow Deluxe is done in 3D printed material, which looks fabulous on here, really slick and sophisticated. But unusually, because it's called the Bevel Duo, that should hint at what you've got here, which is also a belly cut, which is a really tricky thing to do. Super high-end luthiery, but Furch do it on the Yellow series, which is about the middle of their range. You'll also find the Bevel Duo on the Red Deluxe guitar that we're going to look at in a moment, except it's done in natural materials, and again, it's just that slightly higher tier treatment. But yeah, Bevel Duo is a level of comfort on these guitars that you won't find on comparable instruments. So right at the top of the tree, as mentioned, is the Red series, and the guitar that we're showing you here today from the Red series is the Red Deluxe GCSR Grand Auditorium style acoustic. So as you'd imagine, for a guitar that is right at the top, the pinnacle of what Furch makes in terms of quality, the Red Deluxe has got not only great features in terms of things that improve the sound, but it's got some beautiful appointments as well from a cosmetic point of view. So to that end, you've got Indian rosewood back and sides, master grade this time, and both the top and the back are voiced by Furch, so that's a little bit different to the guitars further down the range. We've got Ziricoti fingerboard, bridge and headstock facing, so that's again a very beautiful ornate looking wood. And we've got koa binding and abalone detailing on the sound hole rosette, all incredibly nicely done. So with that said, we're going to have a listen to these guitars and show you how all 3 of them have distinct and unique voices, and all 3 of them sound fabulous. So have a listen, see what you think, and we think you might want Furch to be on your radar if the next time you're in the market for a really nice keeper, really nice acoustic that you'll want to have for a long time.